Hey, what is up? So I am gonna film a get ready with me. So I hope you guys enjoy. Now I look really weird without glasses. Honestly, I really do think if you wear your glasses if you do and then you take them off, well, especially for me, I don't really notice it on anybody else, but like when I wear glasses and then I take them off, I look weird. And like I'm pretty sure other people think I look weird too. But it's not what's on the outside that counts, it's what's on the inside. I know, I'm really cringy. So I was just gonna do makeup today, and it is New Year's Eve, and I hope you guys have a really good New Year's Eve and a happy New Year. 2019, guys. Let's just say 2018. I don't have anything to say. Like, I'm glad it's gonna be 2019. It's a new, fresh year. And like, I always make a New Year's resolution, but I never actually like go along with it. I never accomplish what I was supposed to do that year. Like, I was thinking about like no soda and like, because I love water and I don't know why, like I feel like I have to have the need of a polar pop like with me. It's just like the need of having it with me, which makes no sense. So I might need to cut soda out. I did just get a new water bottle. So yeah, I'm gonna start with foundation. Well, I did put primer on, so I use Fit Me foundation. Oh, I showed you. There's the front. Honestly, like for me, I think that makeup makes a difference for me because my face gets so red. It like covers up all my redness. Like just some makeup in general. It doesn't have to be foundation or not primer. Not primer. What's it called? Concealer. I don't do color corrector actually. My sisters use that. So yesterday, like I was spending the night on Saturday night. I spent the night at my grandparents, and like I brought my dog with me. Like her name's Alani, and she was a guide dog, and I trained her to be a guide dog, but she ended up coming back to be she had eye cataracts, and when there's something wrong with the dog, they can't like become a guide dog because that's not good for the blind person. And so she's now a therapy dog, and she's one of my best friends, and she came to my grandparents' house, and she was sleeping with me like in the same room as me, and at like 12:30 she gets up and starts barking. You see, Alani does not bark. The last time she barked was when someone went into my backyard and started like banging on the back door. And she started barking at my grandparents' house. And I was like, no, there's nothing here. There's not gonna be anything here. And she never barks. And so this like gave me like a warning sign, like what the heck is going on? So that freaked me out, and I stayed up until 1:30, and I ended up like falling back asleep, and then she started barking again at like 3:30, around that time, not exact, but around 3:30. I think it was like 3:30, like 3:43 I think, and I was like, no, there's nothing there. And so that time I actually fell asleep. But when she barks, it scares me so much because like her bark is so deep, and just the thought that she never barks, she only barks when there's actually something there. So that like really freaked me out. And it freaked me out more because in 7th grade, I spent the night at their house. And there is someone, like after my shower, I went into the room that I was staying at. And I was changing, and someone legitimately started knocking on my window. And like you can tell the difference between like a door and a window, and like if it's like a scratch or like a rock or something, you can tell the difference. And this was a knock. And I started freaking out. I was like, I went into my grandparents' bedroom. I was like, there's someone in my room. Like, they're knocking on my window, and they're like, no, it's probably nothing. It's probably just the wind. I'm like, are you kidding me? No, it's not the wind. They're just like, go back to bed. And so I ended up calling my mom off my iPad because that was like the only device I had. And that's fine. That's perfectly fine because I love the iPad. I loved my iPad. And so I called her. I was like, there's someone here. There's someone knocking on my window. And so she ended up calling my grandma's phone, which woke her up. And, like, I'm bawling, like, and I'm hiding in the closet, and it was not good. And so my grandma ended up sleeping in the same room as me, but, like, since then, it, like, freaked me out. And so they never actually believed me until a couple weeks later when they got news from, like, their neighbor that there was people going around at night and knocking on windows to see if, like, they knock on your window and you have a reaction, like, you turn on the lights and, like, check it out. They, like, oh, okay, we can't break into this house and, like, get stuff because there are people home. And so my grandparents heard from, like, their neighbors that there's people going around and, like, it's on the news and stuff. I was like, see? I told you. There was someone knocking on my window. And just having my dog barking, like, that really freaks me out. I was like, oh my gosh, there's someone in the house and we're all gonna die and we're gonna be killed, and yeah, it was not fun. And so I just laid there, and every, like, creak of the house, it just freaked me out. And then I fell asleep, surprisingly, an hour later. So, but I had to get up at like 5:15 the next morning, which was fine because I was going to Phoenix to surprise my boyfriend because he was coming home from Georgia because he went to Georgia for Christmas, and I ended up surprising him, and I got him so good. Like, his reaction, oh my gosh, it was so, got him. Yeah, and so I got up then at like 5:15, so I was like, should I, at like 3:30 when she started barking again, and I was like, should I just stay up or wait, or just go back to sleep? I was like, nah, let's go back to sleep because I love sleeping. It's one of my sports. So. There's like, I don't know why, but like my window is right there, and there's like people, lots of cars like driving by, and like it's a quiet neighborhood, and like there's trailers and crap, like it's really weird. I was thinking if my dog was in here. I don't know if she's not, because her bed is right there. So I have currently 4 dogs, and we have a puppy, as in you probably have seen in my other video, and she's a black lab. She's adorable, but she's kind of fat right now. Oh my god, she found her everywhere. Like all over me. And it's so funny because when she walks, her stomach goes out, like it doesn't drop. And she looks so funny. She's like flat right here, and then it's her stomach, and then she's it's so funny. And so on Alani, she was being trained to be a guide dog. She was my first guide dog that I have trained, and I got her in 6th grade, and she went back to California where the guide dog campus is, where they go back to, if that makes sense. And they get like body scans to see if they're fit to be a guide dog. And yeah, I think that system is really cool because these guide dogs can help a lot of people. And sometimes these dogs don't always go to blind people. Like if they aren't fit to be able like go to blind people, they can go to a diabetic. I don't know. They can also go to people who have like seizures, and the dogs can detect them having seizures and before they have the seizure. And I think it's like really cool. And then like Alani, she came back, and since she did have a problem, she could not become a guide dog. So now she's a therapy dog, and she goes to schools and hospitals. I really want to take her to school because she's literally my best friend. Like whenever I do like go out of town or go to school, I'm so excited to come home because I just get to see her, and she makes me so happy. She's such a good dog. And it's crazy how one dog can change how you feel. And like Alani, she is amazing. Like when I'm upset or something and she's in the other room, and like she can like detect when I'm upset. And so I'll be like laying in my bed if I'm upset and I'll like be crying. She'll come in from the other room and just hop on my bed, put her paws up there, and she'll be like wagging her tail, and she'll like put her head in my face, and like it's like she's wondering if I'm okay. And I think that's so crazy. And she like can really detect when I'm upset. She does it whenever I am upset. And I just think that is crazy. And when she did go to school, like she went to these classes at my old school for like little kids, and like their moods would just change entirely. And she would read, like the kids would read her books, and like the kids enjoy reading books now because they're able to read it to a dog, and the dog she'll just listen. And it's really nice, I guess. Yeah, it is really nice. So, and then my other dog, she's a hunting dog, and her name is Sammy. You see, she's a good dog, but she barks, and a lot of people don't like that. It scares them. Barking scares people. And well, some people, like if you have a dog and the dog barks, you kind of get used to it in a way, so it doesn't really scare you. And Sammy, she's a sweet dog. Like after she gets past to like sniffing you, and like she will stop barking, and she will be all over you. She will lick your hair if you get down to her level. She will literally sit in your lap. She's an amazing dog. But she is also a diving dog, and if you don't know what that is, she died. Okay, so there's if you ever been to a fair, they sometimes have these, and I don't know what it was called, but we took her, and we've had her dive before, in her pool, and she would swim all the way down to the bottom, grab the toy, and come back up. And she would do this over and over. And so this one time we went to the fairgrounds, and there's this platform, and you basically sign up your dog, and you have him sit on one end. You get 3 jumps, and each time you take the biggest score. And so she was sitting and I was at the end. So, well, I was on the end with her, and I would let go of her collar when my dad gave me the cue. And so my dad would throw the toy, and I would let go, and she would run all the way down. And when she would jump into the water, there was like a measurement on the side of the pool. Her biggest jump after 6 tries, like her 5th try actually, it was 19 feet. Like, that is so long. 19 feet to jump from one side of the pool to the other. And she needs one more jump to become a national diving dog. Like, it has to be one more jump and then she can get like a trophy or something. And we ended up not doing it because we did too many, like we already had our limited amount of tries. And so we need to go to another town. I forgot what the town name was. And this happened last year, as in 2017. Happened last year. Her first couple jumps. And she just needs one more. So she has been hunting before, and she got all the birds. She retrieved all the birds that my dad has shot. She's a really good dog, but a lot of people are afraid of her because she does bark, but she does not hurt you at all. And so my other dog is a Shih Tzu. Her name is Taddie. She's just a dog. She's really cute and small, and she's 7? No, 8. She's 8. She's 8 years old. And yeah, she hasn't done much. And then Sammy is 3 years old, and Alani is 4. And Alani, she is amazing. Like, it's incredible to see these dogs be trained and to be in action. It is actually life-changing for a lot of people. So yeah, I think I'm almost done with my makeup. Ew, I look weird. You see, my face isn't as red as it was in the beginning of the video. You can tell. Now my neck looks like super, super white. I'm doing eyeliner, like under eye. Because it gives me a little bit more color and gives me a little more pop to my eye. So, sorry, I'm back. What was I saying? I don't even remember. I need to finish my other eye. So, yeah, those are my dogs. So, yeah, I literally think I'm almost done. Do I look cringy? I don't usually wear my hair up, but like I said, I have been for a couple days because I'm lazy. I'm not lazy, I just need to keep heat off of it. You see? Does it look curly? No. My hair is naturally curly. You see? And I just, whenever I brush out my hair after I take a shower, the curls don't like curl, if that makes sense. So like when my hair is curly and then I brush the curl, it kind of like pulls it out a bit and makes it fuzzy. So that's how it is right now. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do a little bit highlighter, a little glow. Do I look a little, like at least a little bit better because I need to have a little bit more glow. Okay. I feel like I'm missing something actually. I don't think I am because this is more my natural makeup. I usually don't do highlighter, but I do like every once in a while, but like not all the time. And I just do chapstick. So I don't really wear like a lipstick and like I don't wear lip gloss and lip lip gloss or lipstick. Just chapstick. Not a fan of that other stuff. Okay. I think chapstick does bring out like your natural lip color. So, yeah. So I am done. I'm gonna wear my glasses today. Thank you for watching. I do look kind of like a ghost, but I usually do look like that after I finish my makeup. But thank you for watching. Go hit that like button and subscribe, and then turn on your notifications so you can get a notification when I post a video. I'm not funny, but I thought that was funny. Okay, well, thanks for watching. Yum. Just kidding, I'm gonna cut that out.